we got your typical starting green tunic, something that is a little less than typical. You start with the boots in Overworld glitches. That's just nice quality of life features. It allows you to clip into the walls a little bit better. It's also more fun. And they're starting off a little different right now. Benteezy is going down to see what the floating island is. That's definitely available with just the boots, and Ossie's gonna deliver this sign to this guard. And murder him brutally to get 4 hearts from the tree here. And I guess after that, looks like they're both going to check the fold and do their uncle. Traditional uncle start here. Osley wisely remembering to get the chest before you go to uncle. This actually saves you a transition, which saves time in the long run. It always hurts me a little inside when you check uncle first, then you check the other chest and save and quit. You had an extra transition. There's no need for that. And I didn't expect Benteezy to do the same thing either, because I think he was actually one of the ones that told me how infuriated he was when people did that. For some reason, that always stuck with me, even though he told me that probably a year ago. I need 50 bucks in Sanctuary. That'll be good for some bomb money. Aussie, OC wisely remembering to check the bonk rocks. It's so crazy. Whenever you get the boots so early, I don't know. I mean, if you're not familiar with playing Overworld glitches or not, I don't know if it's just me, but zipping right past that bonk rock, it's like I do it every time. I forget that it's available so early because, you know, who's used to getting boots this early? That's why Overworld glitches is like the best mode. You get the early boots. You get to have fun the whole entire season. Like that tree pull was still the hearts for him. I'm not sure if that was a repeat of the same tree pull we've already seen, or if 2 of the tiers match. I guess we can wait and see if that one's going to be determined. Just a heart piece on the lumberjack. That's always really nice to see. Again, with the early boots, all that nonsense, the lumberjack item can typically be available really early. Who wants to do Aga? That's just boring and no fun. So, to no surprise, we'll probably see them all do the traditional Kakariko opening here. There are a lot of items. It's a really strong route. I have noticed a tendency in Overworld glitches that the locations that are, I guess, more item dense, they don't tend to have as much progression as you see in a normal seed. The logic is different in these game modes. You are expected to know the glitches. The items could be placed in such a location where glitches had to be performed to get them. It's not like, you know, just a normal item fill, but we're allowing them to do glitches. The logic actually for it. So because of which, I've noticed that the higher density locations tend to not have as much progression as other ones. But yeah, the major glitches are most certainly in logic. Okay, we're going in the fortune house here. What he's doing here is he got that 1 bomb from the bonk rock there, and he wants to reset it. Gonna go ahead and grab 2. I think this is a really smart play. This will allow him to get the back of Blind's Hat. It'll allow him to get the back of Kakariko well without having to backtrack. And Benteezy's just going to YOLO with the 1 bomb here. He's going to say, you know what, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to get a bomb from Blind's Hat anyways, and everything's going to be good. We'll see if he's right. He will be right, so that's going to save him a couple screen transitions there. Outside of that, though, it doesn't look like there's too much of value here. Just got some arrows. The 3 bombs are obviously good for Benteezy. Then a heart piece in the bag, so... Again, a bunch of junk. You know, I hate to sound like I'm always right, but... Good old Overworld glitch. Another really fun thing, too, with Overworld glitches is... say you have situations where items are in just really nasty spots. Say you have, like, a hammer in Ice Palace or a hookshot in Swamp Palace. You can be waiting a very long time before you see the runners do that. Even longer than a normal seed. Hey, there's a sword in Cackwell, though. That will allow them to utilize spin speed without the use of having to have a hookshot, and that will definitely help them with some other glitches later on in the seed. Ooh, also getting that early armor from the bottle vendor. That's nice to have too. Just a sword so far. Oh, man. They both do exactly the same thing. It's like I'm watching the same runner here. That was really good for them both to realize that they have access to spin speed now, and I'll go ahead and utilize that stairway to get down just a little bit faster. That's something I would forget every time. Nothing in the chicken house, really nothing of value in the back of the Kakariko well. We might be hitting a crossroads where we could see some divergence. We will have some interesting decisions to be made here. Normally in a regular randomizer rate, you'll see them head on down to the race game and then they stop and save and quit because they have nowhere else to go. Well, all the rules have changed here. We can do whatever we want because we have these boots and we can clip in the wall. So if they want to go ahead and hop over to Desert, which looks to be what we're going to see on OC screen, you know, why not? Looks like we're gonna set it up on this bump. This clip is really cool. I swear there's like 5 different ways to do it over here. There we go. And yeah, just go ahead and hop over this wall and we're on our way to Desert. No big deal. And Benteezy's looks like he's gonna head down. I think he's gonna do what Aussie's doing, but he's gonna check K45 first by clipping into this wall and doing a downward teleport to get over there. The compass needs fire and Tower Hera. That's actually really nice for them. Considering they already have the sword and all of that, they can get up Death Mountain. They don't need a glove. They got the boots. They can just go ahead and walk into a wall, and they know that at least when they get up there, they will be able to do Hera. We haven't had a map check for anybody. Benteezy doing a little upward teleport on this bump? I'm not familiar with that one myself. There's so many different tricks and stuff, and it seems like everyone almost has their different style and they do things their way. I couldn't even begin to try and learn all of these. Hera was the 5 crystal? Oh, even better. Desert was a pendant? I must have completely missed that map check. That's alright, though. I got you guys to catch that stuff for me. I was just excited that, you know, the race was starting. I've seen one item so far in Desert. I think it was just a heart container. Without that fire source, though, we're probably going to have a tough time finishing it, though. In fact, it would be nigh impossible. But there is a way to go ahead and skip past that block if they want to clip. Oh, that's a Master Sword. That's really great to get. That's both items. Benteezy going over to checkerboard to make sure it's still there. I thought he was going to blow my mind with sort of clip to get up there really quick, but I think you could do a bomb clip over there. I'm not entirely sure about that. And OC is going ahead and walk over to the right side of Desert. Looks like he's just using this as an exit point. He will probably do a little spin speed down in the corner here to get him back in shape for K45. After he does a Gina, of course. So Benteezy's going to be shorting himself his Master Sword because he did not go ahead and check out the Desert region, but gonna go ahead and just play it safe, maybe do something he's a little bit more familiar with. We'll go ahead and get the South Shore play from him as well. There's a lot of items over there. And Desert's a pendant anyways. But yeah, not having that Master Sword will make things a little silly here. Oh, OC transitioned just a little too quickly there, but looks like nothing too bad happened there. Hello, welcome. I believe I was joined by D2 Kimps. I think he's going to be helping me out here. Hey, there's a flute over in Mini Moldrum Cave. That'll be helpful. Now, Aussie has spin speed activated right now. If think if he just diagonals on that bump, he can go ahead and just walk up that wall, opposed to having to go around like he is right now, but it's a very fickle and particular one. Really nice when you know you get it first try and it saves time, but he didn't want to spend time doing it, and I don't blame him. Now, the flute is a really interesting item in Overworld Glitches. Interesting as in it literally serves no purpose. There is nothing that the flute is going to specifically unlock that, you know, they couldn't get without the outright, and that's a pearl, an ice rod cave. That's freaking awesome as well. And yeah, now with the pearl, the sword, that basically means that almost every single overworld check is now available. Not only available, but within logic. So this is really when you get to see the map open up. You really get to see the diversion of the routes between the runners. Really when it gets exciting. What's our friend Hobo gonna have today? There's a mushroom that is less, but you know, I suppose if you got the flute, getting the mushroom ain't so bad. Armed with that pearl too, and 500 bucks, he can go ahead and just carry out on this and get the item from 2 chests in the waterfall ferry and do Zora and get a scout on the desert ledge as well. Might be a little tricky for him to get the desert ledge item and the Zora item without a lot of backtracking, but he'll at least know what they are. OC doing the right thing here and continuing with his route to get his Moon Pearl. He'll be very happy he decided to do that. 25 bucks in the waterfall ferry, a little less exciting. Alright, what's our item on the ledge? Just a heart container. That's good news. Don't ever have to worry about that. Looks like OC's going to be setting up his fake flipper also. And just 10 arrows from fish. Quite worth it. I'll be curious to see if Ose decides to take this all the way to Hobo, or if he's just going to go ahead and do Zora. There are some nifty little clips you can do over by Link's house that allow you to get to Hobo a little bit quicker than swimming all the way up there. But, I mean, that's if you want to do it that way. You could always just swim up there anyways, it's fine. And he actually set up Fake Flipper before he jumped in the water, so his water walk is still going to be armed, so it's going to be a little bit of the opposite of what we saw from Benteezy. He's going to swim up to Hobo and then dash down to Zora. Somebody has a question. What's the hardest trick you need to know within the logic for overworld glitches? That is a fantastic question. The answer to that question is probably very dependent based on who you are within the community here. I would say my personal answer is probably going to be an undefined answer, because I'm sure the hardest thing to do is something I have no clue that even exists. If you were asking me what the hardest trick I think is that I actually do know about, it's going from Death to Graveyard Cave. You have to do like a Hadouken maneuver with your controller, or else you get stuck in a mountain for all of eternity. But there has been so many new developments, and also developments in the seed of Ether and Hammer over at Saha. Medallions are always very tricky in overworld glitches. Mire is a very interesting dungeon, as the medallion is always required to get in. There's no way to get around that. With Turtle Rock, they can just go ahead and sneak in the back. Little back door of Old Man. I like that. Yeah, man, this seed's looking really nice for them. They got Hammer, they got Pearl, they got swords, got a flute. I'm really curious to get that Dark World map check to see exactly what the items are going to be required for us to finish the seed, though. Alright, so we escort a man home, but we rob him on his money before we do it. Now, Benteezy set up a spin speed here. He's going to go ahead and leap off the mountain all the way to the top. He lands on Hera, and he's just going to clip right in. Easy peasy. Now it's Osie's turn. He turns in his flute. Let's see where he's going to go. He's going directly up Death Knight, so going to forego getting the hammer immediately. Oh, nice. See, now if I was playing this seed, it's now the greatest seed in the world because I don't have to worry about that getting stuck on the mountain for all of eternity. Graveyard is now obsolete. They don't have to worry about that. Yeah, OC rescuing the old man. He'll get his $100. So really good for Benteezy getting that hammer. He was the one that elected not to go into desert, so he forego getting his Master Sword, but he's not going to get as punished by that now because he has the hammer, so his Moldorm fight will not be nearly as difficult. A glove requires the hammer. That's awesome. Falling down trying to get the big chest, though, is not awesome. That's alright. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Oh no! He didn't have a ranged item to go ahead and flip that switch, so he's gonna go ahead and save and reset, and he'll just clip his way back up. Not the biggest deal in the world, that's okay. It doesn't take too long to get back up there, opposed to, you know, if this was vanilla and we didn't allow you to, you know, jump off mountain. I don't think we saw either of them turn in their powder. I'm really surprised that they would hold on to that. I guess the notion for fake powder is very powerful for them. I mean, you got the flute, so you could do it pretty quick regardless, but I mean, you also got the flute, so you could just do it. Also getting his hint too, and he gets his bomb jump over, and that's for a fire rod. Oh man, a fire source is so good in Overworld glitches. You can go a really long time without finding those. Wow, so fire rod, hammer. If you do some mimic clips or something, you can go ahead and clear out GT if you want to hover all the way to Moldorm 2. They got Thieves Town opening up to them, Skull Woods. That's fantastic. Yeah. Alright. Synchronized Moldorm kills here for the small key. They don't have to worry about that. Just this silly basement, who cares? But man, don't count these seeds out yet, you know? You're like, wow, they're getting all these good items so early. I'm just saying it takes one medallion, it takes one mirror, it takes one hook shot, one ice rod, and you can have a really long and painful Overworld Glitches series. 20 in Spectacle Rock Cave. Benteezy's gonna head over to Paradox Cave. Just a heart container on the floating island. Looks like Oast did a little save and quit there. I believe if you do your wrong upward or downward teleport, you're going to get stuck in the mountain there. Or I think if you accidentally press up, that will get you stuck as well. I do apologize. I didn't quite see what happened for him to have to save and quit there. Hey, there's a glove in Spiral Cave, and that glove was not locked behind her. So that makes the other glove really interesting, but also it's bits. You don't need those in Overworld Glitches either. We can completely bypass. Okay, we're just dashing in the clouds here. No big deal. I don't think I've actually seen that one. There you go. You just gotta walk a little down left, and then you can go ahead and dash into... It's a nice rod. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm taking it back. This actually might be a pretty quick seed here. What Oase did to get off of that ledge is very non-intuitive if you're getting used to overworld glitches. He had to basically move down right. God, a mirror, a lamp. I'm getting so distracted with all these items. I can't even have a simple thought here without, you know, all this progression flying in my face. What I was saying is he has to move down right to get off of that ledge, and to do that, I believe you have to move up and left. It's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but you get used to it after time. Alright, so we have a mirror, we have the hammer, we have gloves, both rods. We're finally going in the dark. I imagine we're going to be getting this map check soon. I'm begging you, please. Maybe after Hype Cave. And that'll be Tempered Sword for Oase. What's Hype Cave gonna have for us today? Surely we're running out of items. I mean, look at all these items they have relative to the hearth. Just absurd. Oh my god, that's a bow and the bottle and the cane of Burna. Alright. I mean... it's like they could almost be in go mode. Alright. We have Pendant Turtle Rock and, Pendant Eastern and... or, excuse me... Wait, Pendant Turtle Rock? What are the... Everything else was crystals. I'm not sure what the last pendant is in the light world, but I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They would be able to do that. So yeah, we're looking for Samaria. We'll be looking for a hook shot. We'll be looking for those flippers. And we will be interested in the Meyer Medallion. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, we would be in go mode. Alright, we're getting our mushroom check, and I believe he must have done a Death Mountain ascent, as I was not paying attention because I was really trying to figure out what was going on with our crystal and pendant situation, but I saw his palette was a little silly, and that's usually a result of... So yeah, this is a fully clearable pod by Benteezy. If Eastern is that other crystal in the light world too, you can just go ahead and mirror and knock that out. This seems like a fine play. I mean, even got the lamp, everything is just made easy here. Okay, looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a Death Mountain descent. This actually might be a Pyramid Fairy check. Actually, I don't believe we're... Yeah, he has the mirror. Yeah, this will be our Pyramid Fairy check. Even our tracker can't keep up with how fast they're getting these items. You know what? I don't blame them. Okay, what's our hand over here saying? Pod. Alright, we don't need the purple chest. Okay, so now what Oase did is he wrapped his camera all the way down by jumping on top of the mountain and scrolling his camera down, and then he mirrors in a specific spot. What this does is he wrapped his camera so far down he can actually put his mirror spot right here outside in front of the castle, and it's just in this perfect spot that whenever he goes into it and holds forward, boom, you're at Pyramid Fairy. 5-6 crystals? Not today. We don't need them. Unfortunately, it was just for a couple heart pieces, but this play is really strong in overworld glitches because he has the mirror in hand. We can go ahead and check the pyramid item, check Pyramid Fairy. You go ahead and you can do Uncle if you hadn't done that, and if you want to even polish it off, go do Escape. Why not? You're here. Looks like that's just a bug net over in the pyramid. We'll take it. We're not going to bother with Escape, though. This seed's looking way too fresh. We don't want to waste our time doing that. Ooh, looks like we're actually going to super spin off into the water here. When he jumps off, he's actually going to be close enough to the transition to go ahead and get a fake flipper. And we're going to keep swimming down. And he's doing this because he doesn't have the hammer, which makes perfect sense because that's over in Saha's cave. So yeah, he needed to get past the hammer pegs to get over to Hype Cave. Now he does his check. Okay, so Crystal 6 over at Skull Woods. I had time to look at it there. Hopefully I haven't missed anything over in Pod. This is just too exciting for me right now. Okay, there's our big key. We'll be go ahead and heading off to the back. Oase is going to get his bow in Hype Cave. Now, hopefully Eastern was a crystal or something like that, because that seems to be a really indicative play that he will probably head over there, which will get him his hammer, which will be really nice for him, because then he can be like, oh, I can also go ahead and do pop. But with what I've seen in pods so far, maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe you want to do that last. There was a big key in the front, so, you know, hammer go mode's not the worst thing in the world either. Ooh, Osi being a gentleman too. It looks like he's going to go ahead and clip over into the mire area and get us that information also. There's another Overworld Glitches useless item, a cape. Who needs it? We go ahead and clip up to that bumper cave ledge. No big deal. Oh, he's gonna make me sweat out this mire medallion? That's alright. Hey, there's some powder and a heart piece. Am I crazy, or is he not checked the medallion? Maybe I missed it. Is he doing this on purpose? He'll probably check it when he goes in mirrors to do Desert Palace. Man, I wasn't counting items in pod. I'm looking at Benteezy's key count, and it's making me wonder. And OC is leaving the Misery Mire area, so I am going to say a sentence with the words really spaced out because I am confused. Huh. Right. It's like we're... did he screen wrap there? Alright, looks like he screen wrapped. Was thinking about saving quitting and mirrored. Or he did something like really smart that I don't know about. It's usually 50-50 on those when I watch people play Overworld Glitches. Right? Got a nice casual Helmosaur fight here. He's controlling it really well. Didn't get too many fireballs either. I'm gonna go ahead and use some hammer hits since we don't have that tempered sword to play with. Alright, where are we going next for O's? He is... Okay. What are we doing over here? I'm just gonna sit in amazement. I'm sure somebody knows, but I'm just gonna to watch along. Oh, okay, you're just gonna clip up there, and then you don't have to use the hammer pegs to get into the portal. That is fantastic. I did not know you could do that, and I really like that a lot. Now, how do you get out? Oh, you just do a bomb clip out. This is incredible. I really like that. That works. Okay, Benteezy is going to go back and check the Harmless Hellway pod. Maybe just a little bit of an item count. Maybe he just, you know, wanted to save those 10 bombs for later. That's alright, we got all those items. Now we can mirror and go ahead and do East. And we're also getting a dig game check over here on O's side. I don't think we've seen this from anybody. Just a single rupee, not really worth it. Ooh, Eastern's a pendant. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and commit to this pendant play also. Okay, he did. He went all the way in that screen transition to get spin. So might be thinking he needs the mids to get the village to outcast this way. Nah, man, we got these bumps over here. We'll just go ahead and do a couple upward teleports, and we'll just go ahead and sneak in the back way without anybody noticing. There's our big key to Eastern, and Village of Outcast checks coming in hot. Just 3 bombs. Not a big deal. Now this is if this Eastern Palace play pays off for Ben, this could be pretty major. We all know how your typical overworld glitches person hates their pendant dungeon, so you can see some pretty amazing things if somebody goes to a pendant early. Or you could just waste your time. You never know, that's Randomizer, it's what it does. Okay, there's a book in the Eastern Palace big chest. It is to be determined whether or not you get value at it, and he's going straight to almost. It's incredible. So either the third item is going to be in the vanilla big key chest, or it's going to be on Armos. I'm going to go ahead and bank on it being on Armos, and I mean, we know that Armos at least has one item, that being the item you get from the pedestal, so, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. There's a shovel in Thieves Town. I guess not the worst play. I mean, he could just outright get the item that he needs, or, you know, it turns out it was a Benteezy all along, and he's already got, you know, 1/3 of it taken care of. He's got the book now, so he would be able to see how much more of this play he needs to, you know, pursue. And he did get the 3rd item, so it paid off for him. Pulls out his mirror. I don't know if he wanted to skip picking up the pendant. I don't know if he's going to want a mirror immediately in the light world. We'll just have to watch. I mean, my mind's already been blown like 6 times just watching the seeds so far, so... Where are we heading? Osie's heading up to the attic of Thieves Town. That one I can figure out. You're not going to fool me there. Benteezy, I believe, is going to head over to the pyramid, perhaps, and maybe check escape. Oh, Osie getting his pyramid fairy hint just a little too late there. So, not gonna be much on Pyramid waiting for Benteezy. I might have said Pyramid Fairy earlier, I'm not sure, but he actually can't do Pyramid Fairy here unless he's gonna, you know, get those 5-6 crystals and bring a big bomb with him, or, you know, do that mirror portal wrap that we saw earlier. So yeah, it looks like he's just gonna go ahead and check these items. We haven't seen any items in Escape except for the one that was in the Sanctuary chest. No one's yet to check the back, and we definitely haven't seen anybody check the front yet either. As my eyes have been, you know, pacing back and forth frantically, trying to keep up with what's going on. I don't think we... Wow, that's a hook shot in the front of Escape. Ooh. Alright, everything's paying off Benteezy right now. Ose had passed that up. He was at Pyramid. He did have the mirror, but he decided not to check it, so... That hookshot is 100% required. There's going to be no overworld glitches that are going to get us past that, so Ose is going to have to make his way back to go ahead and check that chest. Right, well, we got powder on Benteezy's side. No, just kidding. Ose has the powder. Yeah, we're just missing Canis Samaria, missing whatever that medallion's supposed to be that we never got to see. And those flippers. Oh, okay, got a little meme strats going on. Go ahead and freeze this guard. Throwing a frozen guard is the same as swinging a tempered sword, the same as throwing a pot, same as a gold sword poke. Kills that guy in 2 hits. And just 10 arrows from blind. Oh, so this is getting pretty interesting from Benteezy's perspective. Thieves Town into Skull Woods seems like a really powerful play for him right now. Ganon's Tower, without, you know, maybe say progression or the beat key on the right side, they could go ahead and just do literally all of that as well. Both those plays look really good. Saving quitting at Sanctuary, he'll probably follow up by checking back escape. Looks like OC is doing some, I don't know what to say about this, because it's something I don't know how to do, but it looks like some mirror shenanigans to go ahead and get this dwarf. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and move himself like a couple frames forward every time in this mirror until he probably gets to a good spot where he can just go ahead and hop right and grab that smith. I'm assuming that's what's going on here. Oh, we're getting really close. I can't tell you what he's doing right or what he's doing wrong, but I'm watching the slow progression of us getting here, and he's really close to getting it. We got some buffers here. He's moving. I'm really excited. Meanwhile, Benteezy has now hopped up Dark Death Mountain and jumped all the way to the top. He'll be doing Ganon's Castle, and OC has gotten the frog, using only the mirror. We've done it. As far as the logic is concerned, you do need the mitts to do this trick. However, I like this play by him doing that. The reason is he knows that the mitts are going to be in logic regardless to finish this siege, because, I mean, you have to do Ice Palace anyways. Even though there are a multitude of ways to get into Ice Palace, a lot of them I don't know, but he knows he's gonna have to get the mitts anyways, so, I mean, that doesn't... Might as well just do the frog too. You're gonna get him, so just do it. Now he's going to be jumping into this water and then wrapping himself over to an area that appears to be at Hyrule Castle. And then he's going to hop out of the water and then jump into a water hole here, which is going to take him at the magic bat. I mean, it all makes perfect sense. I don't really see why I had to explain that. We haven't seen too much good stuff over in GT. I don't believe we've seen the big key yet either. Again, all these exciting things keep happening on the other side. That is the Cane of Saria! Holy crap! That was totally worth it. Wow! Oh man, where did he get that powder from? Ooh. You know what? I know chat's really gonna help me on that one. Powder. Oh man, where was it? Where could he have gotten it? Where did he go that Ben didn't go? He got it from the Meyer shed. Fantastic. Thank you, Jetters. So yeah, we are definitely gonna need that that powder. Even though I think Benteezy has saved his mushroom, he's going to be really hard-pressed to do a fake powder without the Cane of Samaria. That is from the powder. Also, Blink, if you missed it, OC just was trying to do the Dark Death Mountain land bridge, but he mirrored the transition thing, which screen wraps his screen around. And then once he does the transition, Link does this really cool moonwalk, and then the screens just start wrapping around like a 1950 movie, and now he's in the back of Turtle Rock. Why not? And this is a really good play from him because he got that can of Samaria. He has the Ice Rod. He has the Fire Rod. He can literally clear this dungeon. You might as well do it from the back. I do believe with how the overworld glitch logic works, the big key can't be back here. It's going to be in the front chest somewhere. Pretty much exactly in the same spots that it is in vanilla, just because they don't expect you to do this mirror wrap. I held my breath a little bit there watching Benteezy's side because I was nervous he wasn't going to get his cane of Burna off. He's going to go ahead and use his green potion, and we're not going to risk dying to Armos here. And better safe than sorry. Have we seen the big key yet? Are we going to have a vanilla big key? Let's look. Ooh, no big key. Okay. Yeah, pretty much always when you get, you know, early hammer and hookshot, not Cane of Samaria, that filthy big key manages to hide itself over in the right side. It's just how the randomizer, you know, logic always gets you. Benteezy, heading back to Hera, getting himself on top of Death Mountain. I think he is probably going to go ahead and head over to Dark Death Mountain after he checks the tablet. A little unfortunate for him, he's going to be doing this before he goes to the Mire Shed area to get his Cane of Samaria, so it would be very unfortunate for him if he elects to dip into Turtle Rock after, you know, he checks like Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave and all that good stuff. I'm assuming that's where he's going. OC making his way all the way to the front of Turtle Rock. Has to be a little careful here. He really doesn't want to die. If he dies, he's going to go all the way back to the laser bridge spot, and that's a very long walk to here. And these, you know, Bao and Wow is doing a really good job at guarding Twitch's chest here. They really don't want him to hit it. So we're going to see a little burn of safety strats on both sides of the players here. Man, good job holding that sword out when you go into that entrance. That pokey can tap you sometimes as soon as you walk into the door, and it's really annoying. I wonder when those flippers are going to show up. Anybody got any guesses of where the flippers are going to be? I'm going to go ahead and guess that they're going to be right here in Hookshot Cave. That's my guess. But that seems like our next big item that we're going to... And I mean, that flippers just could be outright go mode for the runners too. I'm not sure if we need bombos or again, I don't know if O saw that medallion and we couldn't see it, or he didn't look at it, or if I had my eyes closed, or who knows what was going on with that one. Hey, there's an Ether medallion for Turtle Rock. Benteezy's just going to go ahead and jump off the mountain here. We're all the way over at Catfish. And unfortunate for him, he hasn't found his hook shot yet, so he had to go the long way around. And going to be very careful to make sure he doesn't die to these rollers. And there's our big key in the second to last chest. And the flippers! Oh! Insane! Okay, Benteezy had enough of holding on to his mushroom. About time we got rid of this. It's just been slowing us down. I think he has a green potion left, maybe. I know he's got some bees. But bees or a green potion is not really going to save you from any Trinex hits here, so he's only got 2.5 hearts. He's going to have to be a little careful. He seems to be very well practiced at this fight, though. I mean, that's alright. Everybody misses rod shot every now and then. I wasn't trying to commentator curse or anything. Yeah, make sure you dodge that head. Unfortunately, we did get some ice on the floor here. That can be really annoying when trying to hit this head. But he's bobbing and weaving. Not getting hit. Probably got like one more slash on this fire rod head. It's dead now. That is Tempered Sword for Benteezy, so not going to be punished at all for skipping Desert. Yeah, just going to go ahead and bait him out that extra cycle. Good fight by Oase. Alright, let me see if I can remember to break this down. Oh, there you go. There's your magic refill before you get your magic refill. Oh, and Turtle Rock was just a green pendant, so we actually don't even need to do that at all. Fantastic. I probably should have been paying attention to that. I wasn't. I do apologize. But the flippers are in there, so actually, yeah, that was a great play by him. Gosh, man, if only I had a co-commentator to tell me I'm dumb. It's alright, I always call myself dumb. I'll be my best co-commentator I had. This is... So, good play by Benteezy. Go ahead and finish up Skull Woods here. Really not the fastest or the slowest dungeon to do. Obviously, you know, you would prefer to do it in go mode, but it's not bad either way. Oh man. So Benteezy is going to have to make his way into the front of Turtle Rock to get those flippers. OC is going to have to make his way into the front of Escape to get that hook shot. OC also has to make his way over to Saha's closet. That will get him his hammer. Ether Medallion was... Was that in pod? What? I don't remember. Alright, nice little Death Mountain descent there. The auto walks are always so fun to do. They're very satisfying to do too. If you've never tried overworld glitches or stuff like that, by all means. The Randomizer glitch community, they are a very helpful bunch. They're also a very special bunch too, and they love recruiting new acolytes to learn, you know, glitches and stuff like that. What I'm saying here is if you ever are curious or have any questions, they are never, ever not helpful. And, like, man, they love teaching people stuff. I don't even know how to explain it. And they're also really nice and really patient, too. That's been the most surprising thing, too. Just a really awesome... So that is... Man, that's crystal number 3 for Benteezy. And he's also done... man, pretty much like 75% of GT too. So whenever he gets a can of Smari, he knows exactly how to get his big... It's a green rupee in the back, no big deal. One thing we haven't seen though, we haven't seen those mitts. Those mitts are logically required to get into Ice Palace, definitely not hard required. Fortunately, our pedestal dream today is as dead as Couch Cat. In times like these, you know, I can't speak for, you know, each individual's experience or, you know, their skill set in this run, but you gotta kind of wonder, do they know how to get into Ice Palace, you know, without the mitts, with only the mirror, or with a bottle, or, you know, with the red boomerang. The last one, I don't know if it was true or not, but, I mean, almost anything's possible in these glitch modes, so it could be. But that's definitely a question you gotta be asking yourself and say, you know, if one runner doesn't know how to do that, they might spend a little bit longer looking for the mitts when the other runner can just go ahead and zip in and, you know, they just go mode Ice Pack. It can definitely be a difference in the race. Benteezy nailing that bomb jump, not falling in the gap this time, and that's our second item, Skull Woods. So Skull Woods was 21 rupees, literally blackjack. I don't think I mentioned too, but Benteezy had a really nice moth fight. He died really quick. I don't want to say too many nice things about him, though. He might watch the VOD. Ooh, even a nice moth fight from Os as well, so... Hey, there's our red boomerang, our access to Ice Palace. And just for clarity purpose, I will reiterate that the boomerang in Ice Palace is a joke that I've made up, but that was my co-commentary saying that, not... And we'll probably go ahead and see him finish up Thieves. OC, on the other hand, is going to have some decisions to make. Yeah, from his perspective, he's thinking... I can mirror wrap and do hammerless Ice Palace. That probably doesn't... I can do Pendant Desert, even though I've gotten both items. That doesn't sound fun. I can do Pendant Eastern Palace, which doesn't sound fun. Oh, dude, what he really could do, that sounds like a lot of fun, is go turn in his green pendant, and then he gets his hammer. That sounds like a great plan. That would be a really good one. But he's going to go ahead and finish up his Goldwoods climb here, too. Did he not get the big key? I guess he didn't do the same route that Benteezy did. I thought I just saw him do that, but hey, I'm also hallucinating right now and making up stuff quite often, so maybe I missed that. Yeah, he did. Okay. Either he miscounted items or he never got that item in the back. It's most certainly one of those two. Okay. Wait, did Os do the, did I just really blank that out? Did he, do the Turtle Rock to Skullwoods map rep? That's actually a really cool one to do. You can do it, and, if you ever press right on your D-pad while you're in the Skullwoods area, your game hard lock. So it's really fun. And, he's gonna go ahead and do Catfish the more traditional way here. Benteezy just doing your straight up plain Jane, Thieves Town. Overworld glitches don't really add too much to make this dungeon any more interesting. $8 there. And I think they both had done the Zora area. I would assume so by looking at the rupee count. I know Benteezy had just enough rupees. OC seems to be really low as well. I can't imagine that all of these spots he had missed, he didn't get those rupees. Who knows? So he's doing a downward teleport here. He wants to go ahead and get over to the pod area. With his mirror in hand, this will be allowing him to turn in his green pendant, which is also allowing him to get his hammer, which is also giving him a very convenient Dark World portal to utilize once he has his hammer, and then he can go do pod. This is a 10 out of 10 route. I approve of it. Alright, so finally getting that long-awaited hammer. Maybe, you know, thinking he should have gotten that maybe a little bit quicker, but it's alright. I don't think it really hurt him too much. I mean, it definitely pushed him towards Turtle Rock, which got him his flippers. That's definitely a positive you could take from this. And we got a scripted blind fight from Benteezy. Alright, we're not going to go to pod. Just kidding, guys. I changed my mind. Very interesting. A little surprised by that one. Good blind fight from Benteezy, pulling out bombs. I guess he's gonna go do... the bombable hut. oase doing the bomb clip again, just to get me excited one more time! But the vulture wasn't going to allow it. Excitement temporarily halted, but only for a second because... we're gonna do it one more time. Come on. Do it for me. I believe, okay, this is the one, I believe so hard. It's incredible. It really is. Anything I can't do in this game is incredible. So basically, I'm amazed every time I watch it. And we're going back to the Mire area, it looks like. I'm really excited to hopefully see the medallion this time. I hope that it's Ether. I hope that it's not Bombos. I hope that it's not Quake. I mean, I would assume that he saw it and it was Ether, right? It's Quake. So he actually didn't look the last time that he came. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask my co-commentator where the Quake dying was. And they're going to answer you guys just in a little bit. We're going to get back to you on... Now oase is going to go ahead and make the play on pod. And gonna go ahead and check this dig spot. That's gonna be a change of clothes for Link. Quake was also in the front of this game? Oh man. That's gonna... If that's the case, I mean, that's oase's go mode. If it's Quake and Hookshot and Escape. Yeah, I do apologize. I should totally have remembered where the Quake was, but I've seen so many bomb clips right now that the excitement has parsed a little bit of my memory banks, and I don't remember where it was. So... what's really cool about that, though, is I get to get excited when I see it for the second time in this race. Alright, now that's powder for Benteezy. He might be a little tempted to go ahead and check out the Mire Shed. Little does he know that he's not going to find Cane of Samaria in Misery Mire. He's going to find it from that powder that he just got. Hookshot was definitely in the front of Escape. Hands down. Where Benteezy got his Quake, though, I couldn't tell you. Maybe he got it from Pod. I'm starting to think maybe that's more. That was probably my co-commentator's fault. They remembered incorrectly, so... I won't lead you guys wrong, but my co-commentator needs to stop giving you misinformation. Benteezy gonna go ahead and dip here into Desert Palace. This will get him his Butter Sword, and he will also know that he doesn't need to go kill Len Molas either, because he already has the information on what's on the pedestal. No big deal there. I think this was the big key here, and then yeah, the sword was all the way in the big chest, so he'll backtrack on that and get Butter Sword. Yeah. Butter Sword's pretty nice. If you're not feeling confident on your Ganon, that makes your 1-1 very much more manageable. I was about to say it makes the 1-1 really nice if you don't have boots, but this is Overworld glitches. That's... There we go. Butter Sword. Oase doing the motions for his pod play. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the unfortunate part. He's gonna go ahead and check out what's in this Mire area. And he's gonna be a little disappointed because it's not going to be Cane of Samaria. That's behind the bat. And yeah, that's really all we need. We need that. Oase needs that Quake. He needs that hook shot. Benteezy Needs the flippers over in Turtle Rock, and he needs Canis Samari. That's a massive bat. And then, outside of that, the seed will be completable for them, minus the intangible Ice Palace Voodoo Magic requirement as well. Where is Quake? Yeah, not very uncommon to see a different variety of items required amongst each players. Overworld glitches, the map it's very open. I mean, especially when you get, you know, the Moon Pearl as early as they did. Like I said, I mean, you could have gone anywhere. So you get to see a lot of, you know, volatile, high variance routes. I mean, you can see someone, you know, take 2 hours to finish a seed, and this other dude finishes it in an hour, and you're like, how the heck did you do it? Like, what do you mean? I go to the right spots. It's no big deal. But I've been teasing looking for Samaria or Flippers and Misery Mire. I mean, it's not a bad play at all. Especially considering he needs to find the big key as well. Misery Mire, you still need the big key to finish it. It's still a search to get the big key. You might as well, you know, check it while you're here. Maybe you find all the good stuff along the way. That's just a compass. I wouldn't say that's the good stuff. Now, I will say I'm not the biggest individual fan of having hints in games. Hints play really well in the overworld glitches department. Mostly, too, because I think a lot of the hints favor items that are in dungeons, which I think is really nice. Because you have so many of those dungeons in locations early, or open early, rather. Maybe having, you know, a couple of those really just annoying spots, being able to check those off early, can be a little bit more powerful in overworld glitches than it could be in a regular rando seed. And then what I was going to say here in Misery Mire, you have that hint that's above the cutscene there. That puts, you know, a lot more value on dealing with this nonsense, but you can just dash right past it and not check it also. That option exists as well. So, Quake was in Ganon's Tower, Dark Magician. Fantastic. So, OC needs to go to Escape, and he needs to go into GT and check Dark Magician. And depending on the order that he does that, can really add or subtract a lot of time from his seed. If he manages to do Escape before he does Ganon's Tower, that will make his seed substantially faster, because if he's going to go to Ganon's Tower, he's probably going to do everything. And Ganon's Tower is a lot of time to check. However, if he gets to skip all of that, that's a lot of time to save. Benteezy, how's his situation looking? He's about to get his cane, which is going to be really hilarious to him because he literally just left Mire. That's kind of how the randomizer works. Oh yeah, now that was definitely the other thing I wanted to point out too. He goes to GT first, and then the only thing he gets from it is Quake, and then you're going to be bounced right to Misery Mire too, and then full clear that as well. So yeah, doing... we get a little frustration flashes. I completely understand. Excuse me. Gonna go ahead and get baited into doing Eastern Palace here with this bow as well. That'll get him his book, which gets him a bunch of other checks he doesn't need also. Benteezy heading off to the Dark World here. I think he might just go back Misery Mire. What else would he be doing? It looks like he might be doing Ice Palette. He's got his hammer out, not his red boomerang. Alright, no, he's gonna set up a super spin here, and then we're gonna go ahead and weeble wobble our way onto this corner here. We'll hop up the ledge, no big deal. Gonna go ahead and pause a little bit, maybe pull up the tutorial video of how to do this. This trick's a little particular. He has to make sure he stands on the right spots to do this. So he needed to transition over to the right here. He needs to basically get himself a pixel away from the transition to the left here. And then you mirror on the exact frame you transition. He's using that bomb because it's going to place him exactly on the furthest pixel he could be. And now he's going to mirror. And if he does this right, you're not going to actually see him mirror. You're going to see the screen kind of fade out a little. What you see right now is him hitting left and transitioning a little bit quicker than he actually hit them. So it's okay. It's not a big deal. You just get to try again. Your screen gets a little silly though, and truth be told, I don't know if it's okay or not. I will say that if I was doing it, it would bother me too, so I don't blame the save and quit. We can just go ahead and get a normal screen. Alright, Nosy went ahead and did his due diligence to get his dungeon item from the big key chest, and then he will get, unfortunately, something he's not looking for from the Armos Knights as well. And I feel like if he didn't get that book, I mean, I don't even know, he might still do it, but man, he is looking real hard down a blind pedestals pull situation. Couch cash. Alright. So, same thing from Benteezy's spot. Gonna go ahead, lay a bomb here. And now, he just needs to make sure that he did exactly what just happened, which was hitting the mirror and transitioning at the same time. Now he just kind of has to walk up just a little bit, and then he needs to transition to the right. And, man, if I remember correctly, the biggest thing here is just to make sure you hold down and not, like, up to make sure you don't get yourself stuck into the wall. It looks like he did that, but maybe? Yeah, we're good. He's got it. All right, now he just needs to find the Ice Palace entrance. He's very close to it. He's looking good. I think it's just a little bit there, and easy peasy. First try. That's how you mirror wrap the Ice Palace, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is the mirror, some bombs, and the red boomerang, and you get right in there. Alright, we go ahead and get a Bombos tablet check here. I don't know if I saw this from Benteezy's side. Just gonna be 20 bucks. Okay, so yeah, this is really interesting. The mitts, I mean, wait. The mitts are either in Swamp Palace or they're in Spike Cave. I think we know that with utmost certainty. And the host is heading into Desert Palace. I was kind of wondering if he was going to do this. I mean, at this point, you kind of feel a little committed to it. And he got his book after he gets his second pendant. The third pendant, so easy to do. I mean, heck. Why not? Let's blind pull this. I don't think it was going to be the mitts that are in Pyro Cave, as somebody asked. Calling names. We did get a hint saying that the mints were locked, or a glove was locked behind the. And I'm trying to think of 2 locations that we haven't seen that, you know, would fit that archetype there. And I'm thinking Swamp or I'm thinking Spike Cave. Very nice quick setup bomb jump there. Now we get to see a little fun Harry Potter action. Landmola here shooting out balls of fire from our hand. And that was a quick kill, ladies and gentlemen. Very well done. That'll get him his map. That'll get him his 3rd pendant. And that will get him 1 step closer to the disappointment of the couch cache on the pedestal. Cold stare. Yeah, I don't think the Mitt can be an Ice Palace, even though nowadays your typical Overworld glitch player is armed to the teeth to know that they can get into Ice Palace without the Mitts. They know how to do it. I still don't think the logic is going to specifically require it, though. Now, the question I'm wondering, what I just can't shake from my brain, will he blind pull the pedestal? I mean, he's got the book, he can save time. Or you can also waste time too. If it's a required item, and you check the pedestal before you pull it, you wasted time because you pulled out your book, you checked it, if it's something you need, then you have to pull it. However, if you pull it and it's something you don't need, then you waste time because, you know, you could have just read it, but instead you gotta play those silly cutscenes. The correct way to do this, for any, you know, new randomizer person out there, you always pull it. You got to see the cool cutscene. It plays the cool music. It's the only time you get to hear this cool music. And cue disappointment. That's just a big twist. But he did it, and he did it for you guys. So you know what? I ain't even. And to no surprise here, we're not seeing really anything good from Ice Palace. I mean, we know where everything's at. It's super easy from our perspective. Unfortunately, they still have a lot of really interesting decisions ahead of them here. Gonna go ahead and get his dirty change of clothes here. Switch over to the shovel, and we're just gonna leave him on the ground. I don't even want it. I like being blue. All right, now this is. It hurts me to see this, but it looks like he is going to go ahead and go into Hera here to, get himself to the Dark World, and I think we're going to be seeing a Ganon's Tower play from him, which is good. It's going to get him his Quake, but I think that's just going to push him towards Mire, and then he's going to basically be in a situation where he all but last location escape. Benteezy has finished up Ice Palace here. Didn't get what he was looking for, but did get another one of those crystals he knows he needs. And yeah, I think even from his perspective too, I was thinking, where would you go next? You're not going into Mire. I mean, you could finish it. Swamp without a hook without the flippers, you know, that doesn't make any sense. I think we're about to see back-to-back GT plays here. Benteezy just needs to hold up a little bit. He's kind of stuck in the lip of Hera. We'll get to see a really interesting item from Osa's perspective. We'll go ahead and get to see maybe the most skipped chest in non-Overworld Glitches randomizer history, that being the Ganon's Tower big chest, because there's never really a reason to check it. Benteezy would have to make a very conscious decision if he wants to backtrack all the way to the big chest just to get it, because he's already done left side. So it's not quite as free of a decision for him. For Os, it's you know, it'll literally be on the way of his route because he's going to be picking up the GT Big Key there. Now, that would have changed a little bit if that GT Big Key was tile room, but it was in that last chest side. Benteezy doing all of his due diligence here and doing tile room before he does the full right side. This makes me think that he will go check the big chest because I feel like if you're doing the tile room first, you're doing it because you don't want the big key to be here, and then you end up going all the way down to those 4 chests. There's the big key, but you wanted to check the big chest, so you have to come back up, do tile room, and then go all the way back there just to do the big key. I mean, I got tired saying it, so I can't imagine actually doing it in the route. So I think that's what his plan was here. And this is where Quake was rumored to have existed. We're going to go ahead and see if that data was accurate. It most certainly was. You know what? Okay. Okay. This tells me 2 things. It tells me... So, Oase got Quake. And the only thing he's missing right now is the hook shot. This tells me that Oase knows how to hover because he's going to go ahead and climb GT. Or he's risking that, you know, the hook shot could be at upstairs GT, which it could. It also tells me that he might have not realized, or maybe it was a little bit of an oversight, that that hook shot could actually be in the Lonely Firebar room in GT because by logic, you can bonk over there. Either way, I'm really excited. By the way, that was the silvers in the GT Big Chest, so not completely devoid of value for Mr. Benteezy. Oh yeah, the hook shot could totally be at Ice Armos, as far as his perspective is considered. Very interesting. Well, you know what? I think this is going to work out very well for him because... I mean, if he's just going to go ahead and say, whatever, dude, if it's in those other chests in GT, I mean, I'll come back and do it. It's not, you know, that big of a deal. This is Overworld glitches. I can just jump off mountains to get there. When he finishes Aga 2, he's going to be spit out right in front of that pyramid. If he pulls out his mirror, he will be in go mode. If he pulls out his mirror and then pulls out his flute, he's going to be doing Meyer first. We'll have to see what happens. Man, this is getting really interesting. I really... I couldn't tell you who's ahead right now. And you know what? I usually don't like to placate who's in the lead or who's not in the lead. Normally, if I think someone's in the lead, I'll tell you. There is still a lot of reasonable routing decisions that exist in both these players that could make the differences either way. I might be a little naive thinking that, but, you know, I'm crunching the numbers in my head right now, and you know what? I mean, it seems to be a little close right now. Benteezy's flippers are in a very nasty spot for him. However, if he does Turtle Rock the vanilla way, I mean, he'll get them so fast. If he does them the not vanilla way, it's going to take him a little bit longer. Benteezy also has, you know, the benefit of already completing Palace. OC is still going to have to go ahead and do that. And he's going to have to do it with just 1 boomerang, not 2, if, you know, the tracker's accurate. Just 300 bucks in the chest before Moldorm 2. That's actually the official lingo for it in the spoiler log. So don't call me out on that one. And no hook shot, so we're gonna have to tap that A button in a perfect sequence here. Didn't quite get it. Really kind of annoying when... I mean, he knows he doesn't need that chest, so he actually doesn't have to kill Moldorm here. You can go ahead and hover past him. You don't have to kill him every time, but it's nice to kill him because he can, you know, charge at you or just make you really nervous when you're trying to hover and he's right behind. That is something that really factors in here. Benteezy, with hookshot in hand, has all but caught up in this gauntlet race. About to pass oase28. Ooh. It's alright, though. It only takes one successful hover, and he doesn't have to do it ever again. So you just gotta get in there, you gotta grind, you gotta believe! And this will be the one. Do it like that... The next one that he does, it's gonna be like that first bomb clip he did. He's just gonna go in there, and he's just gonna flawlessly do it. He's gonna blow my mind. That's alright, we're warming up. I believe. Oh my god! I didn't know that 4 Riz Robes were in that room. I learned so much watching these seeds. They surrounded him like a pack of Navy SEALs there, too. Did you guys see that? Alright, you got this. He's warmed up, he's ready. Looking good. It's looking good. My man, I told you. Fantastic cover. Fantastic. Yeah. Hovering is a very particular trick. And you have to, you know, do it pretty well too, or else it goes wrong. And I mean, it's very hard to do something like that, especially in a race format. You know, you don't want to be sitting there just failing it over and over and over again. You're just thinking, I mean, all right, that's 10 seconds. All right, that's 10 seconds. All right, that's 10 seconds. And I mean, man, everyone in this stage, I mean, they're just so good at this game. That time you can't give up. And you can't say that nerves are not a thing when you're, you know, playing Randomizer. Benteezy is going to finish Misery Mire. I had to think about this for a second. Oase has finished up Agatu, and this is really going to be like the decider, like maybe the most exciting moment here is where he goes after he mirrors. But this isn't bad from Benteezy quite yet. I mean, this is something he knew he had to go and do anyway. So nothing wrong here. But what will Oase do? Will he mirror and go to Hyrule Castle, or will he mirror and go to escape? This looks like an escape play because he hopped down this pyramid very far. I wouldn't think you'd be hopping down this pyramid just to go flute Misery Mire. You could do that up top of the mountain. Boys, he's doing it. We are about to enter Goma. I don't remember where that Misery Mire big key is, but will it be enough? Will he have enough time to go mode Misery Mire and go mode Ice Palace before Benteezy makes his way to get those flippers? I really think a lot of it will depend on the route that Benteezy takes in Turtle Route. But I would put Oase a little bit ahead here, but man, anything can happen. So that's go mode for oase28. Man, no questions asked. We're cheesing it to Swamp Palace. We're gonna go ahead and get these things done. Benteezy is gonna be finishing up his 6th crystal. Oase is still sitting on 5. Both have finished Agate. Oase is gonna do the bomb clip. Is this necessary? It is necessary. He has to do it. Will the bird block us again? The bird blocks us again! Oh my god. He's casting Ether to kill. Incredible, he does it! He does it! He even gets a refill on his bombs! Incredible! Oh, he's going over here to get the mire. Why not, dude? Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I am actually a little lightheaded because I never thought I'd see the day where, you know, you would cast ether so you could not menu to your hammer to do a bomb clip up a ledge. It's perfect. It's fantastic. Overworld glitches. I love you guys. Oh, hey, that was one item left in Misery Mire. That was our mirror shield. As Benteezy is exiting, Oase is going to be entering. Now, Benteezy has a decision to make. I don't know where else he could go. What does he have left to do? Maybe some overworld cleanup checks, but man, Turtle Rock has got to be looking pretty hot to him. He knows those mitts are probably sitting in Swamp or Spike Cave. This is Death Mountain. My word, dude. This is going to be really close. Going to Hera? Leave Hera? He had the mirror when he did, I think he did Kingston. Benteezy, don't do that. Alright, so this is a very unfortunate. Benteezy is pulling out a bomb right now, and he also paused for a little bit. What this tells me is he is going to do a mirror wrap to get to Laser Bridge. This will be very unfortunate for him, and it makes so much sense. The majority of the items are in the back. You can go ahead and, you know, Galaxy Brain the flippers right at the beginning. The unfortunate part is they're not at the end, they're at the beginning, so it'd be wasting time, and then every single time he has to save and quit and reset, getting stuck on a mountain on these transitions. It's just time he cannot afford to spare right now. Oase is hot on his heels. He's got to get moving. And he did a spin speed to get up to Hera. I clinched a little bit, like I blinked really hard that I think I injured myself that I'm calling OSHA, but you can go flying off the mountain if you do that incorrectly. Alright, but Benteezy's going to try it again. We'll see if he is going to say, I'm going to do the mirror wrap because I want to get to Laser Bridge and get those items fast, or be like, you know what, I got stuck in the mountain. I just want to go ahead and get these checks done. If he's got the screw it mentality, I'll just do it the way I know how to do it, it's going to work out in his favor. If he tries to do the mirror wrap again, it's going to be time. I don't know if he has one. Boys, he's going to the front. This is going to be the greatest news ever for him. Oh boy. This is getting really close. Man, does he... surely he has a lead right now. Is Benteezy actually ahead now that he's going to do it this way? Flippers is in the left side of Roller Room, and the big key was also there also. So he has nothing to distract him into going to the back. So he'll get the flippers before he ever gets tempted by Laser Bridge. But yeah, I think this is going to push Ben ahead. I don't think getting to the flippers from where he's at right now is going to be faster than, or slower than doing Ice Power. And wisely enough for Benteezy, he actually went and stole the key. He's not going to open that chest because if you have two items that are not small keys, he actually can't progress any further in the dungeon. He would get locked out and have to go into the front in order to get these chests or mirror wraps inside. It's not impossible for the logic to do that. It just basically counteracts that by expecting you to have the medallion to get those items. But yeah, this is looking like Benteezy's race to lose. I mean, OC, still working his way over to fight Vitreous. Benteezy is literally 2 screen transitions from getting his Go Mode item, but he only has 1 crystal left, whereas oase28 has 2. Oh my. But who knows, though? You know, maybe Benteezy will run out of magic on his Ganon fight, and then that half magic that Oase got from his not required Trinix fight will be the difference maker. Benteezy is a very experienced NMG runner, also in Go mode. Save and quitting, gonna be heading over to Swamp. oase is getting his 5th crystal. Just needs to Go mode Ice Palace and Swamp, whereas Benteezy just needs to Go mode. So a full dungeon lead for Benteezy. oase clipping back over to head over to Swamp Palace. Okay, what on earth just happened there? He hopped up a ledge and then hopped down a ledge to hop down to the same ledge he was standing on, to hop down to the next screen, to hop down to get to Swamp Palace. Alright, well, my head hurts really bad now. How do you hop down on the same ledge twice? Fantastic. Where were the silver arrows? The silver arrows, I don't want to tell you exactly where they were. I want to make it a guessing game. By that, I mean somebody can just spoil it right off the bat. But I was going to say the silver arrows were in the most unchecked chest in Randomizer history. Now that you have the answer, you know, you can just, I guess, you know, rewind the VOD, or you can play along later, but somebody already spoiled it for me. Alright, so nothing too special here. Just doing our Go mode Swamp Palace. Literally in the same room right now. It's been a while since these runners had been, you know, this close together. Unfortunately, their journey to get to this point, one was a little better to the other, because Benteezy has actually finished Ice Palace. And he actually cleared out Ice Palace as well. I don't remember him checking the Ice Tea chest. Maybe he did, and I wasn't looking. I'm sure my co-commentator caught that one out, but he was actually pretty thorough and nice as well. The biggest tale of difference with why Benteezy got ahead opposed to oase was mostly, I think, oase missing out on the hammer for a little while and then completely doing all of Turtle Rock. That was a pretty big thing as well. But I would say, like, I mean, each route most certainly had its benefits and its detriments, and I mean, it really wasn't up until things got down to the wire where I really could, you know, get that crystal clear view of, you know, who really was ahead or wasn't. Yeah, and oase also went and did Desert as well, just to do the boss fight, and boss fights actually take a surprising amount of. You would be surprised how much time you lose just by doing a boss fight. It's probably, you know, one of the more time-consuming item checks that you could have in the entire game. Looks like we were trying to do some poke strats here, but they weren't working out for us, but we got them this go-around. Oase is having a beautiful Argus as well, but not quite getting the one cycle either. And 1 silver will take out Argus, and we will not be seeing that from Oase's side because he didn't get them from the GT Big Chest, but that's okay. Just a couple of fire rod shots on a spin. A little bit cleaner from Benteezy's side, but maybe he had better tools to work with. That's for you guys to decide. Alright, so now Benteezy, all he has to do is just go ahead and dash up to the pyramid. I don't know of a faster way to get there than walking from this perspective, but I'm sure some seasoned Overworld glitch player can, you know, put me in my place when it comes to that, but I won't listen if they tell me anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Benteezy's doing the correct route, in my opinion, and dashing the pyramid. And he'll be fighting the Big Pig and solidifying his first win in Overworld Glitches groups as far as the challenge is concerned. Something, you know, we like to do here at SpeedGaming, you can pick a number between 1 and 4 of how many phases it's going to take before Ganon is vulnerable, and you can shoot him with silver arrows. My guess is going to be 4, and no one can take it. With Butter Sword, this fight is very free. It takes just 6 hits with the Butter Sword to move him between phases 1 and 2. Not a big deal. With Tempered, you can be a little bit of on a time crunch, but when you literally cut that in half with Butter Sword, I mean, it's so free. They give it out to everybody. And you're seeing, you know, just exactly of you know, how it works. Just slash at him, no big deal. He's got red mail, he's got plenty of hearts. He's even got bees if he wants to really annoy this guy. He got the hint for the silvers. Just going to take 4 silvers to bring him down here. Nice torch glitch. Gonna go ahead and get another single shot off as well. Gonna go ahead and get a triple shot off as well. Not letting the pig move around at all, just stun locking him, and actually gets 4 single shots with 1 port. GG's to Mr. Benteezy. And Oase has put himself on a screen that I don't think I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know how he got there. And yeah, that's an official time of 1:36:44. Thank you, Mikey. You're 2 minutes late. I got no idea what that means. We'll go ahead and see if he wants to go ahead and give us a little chit-chats about his race, how he thought he went. Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it. We'll see. Alright, so take 2 on this mirror wrap. I feel like what Oase did was not good there. And he has stopped. And his ROM has been reset. There we go. Alright, we had to reset there. That was a hard log. Oh, was he actually on an infinite scroll? I thought he had stopped, but I guess that was him. And Benteezy is such a novel speedrunner here, so well practiced that he even speedruns, even in the credits. I mean, this guy's the real deal. If you think you have what it takes to race against the great Benteezy, log on to SRL. We're doing public races all the time. He might show up, and you could have your chance to go in, you know, go against this greatness. But I mean, I don't want to do it. He played really good. I'm scared. I don't know how to invite people to restreams, dude. This is my first day here. I'm just the mail boy. They called me in, you know, from outside just for some help. So you guys are gonna have to figure that one out on your own. All the time. He might show up, and you could have your chance to go in, you know, go against this greatness. But I mean, I don't want to do it. He played really good. I'm scared. Well, Ben, I mean, it's up to the powers that be to, you know, I don't know how to invite people to restreams. Have you join us? So I'm just the mail boy. They called me in, you know, from outside. I can't make any of these decisions. I mean, it's, you know, it's literally up to God, dude, I have such a good joke right now, and I can't think of it. It's up to Shigeru, the guy who made A Link to the Past, to decide whether or not he's going to invite you to this restream server. So yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto. I do apologize. I'm not very good at multitasking, so I'm getting things figured out. I think. I hope. I pray. We're gonna get him in here, though. You know what? We're gonna bring my boy home. We're gonna get him in here, and we've done it. Benteezy, thank you for joining us. It was
Can you change the audio though, or they're gonna hear you twice?
Excuse me?
If my audio's playing on stream, they're gonna hear you twice.
Oh,
like
really? Well, that's fantastic. I mean, okay, it's twice the fun for everybody. GG, 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 dude.
Okay, chat say we switched audio, alright.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. What's up?
How'd you feel, man? How'd the race go for you?
I felt like, as far as like routing went, that I like played like I did that full 360 and got like everything on the map. Like there's no way anything was more efficient than this. But of course I still hunted the seed.
Yeah, it's tough and overworld glitches.
I thought the double dip mire might have cost me. Like leaving mire and immediately finding the cane, I was like, really? Really?
Yeah, we saw a couple flashes there. I assumed it was because you dropped your controller and you're trying to pick it back up and you hit your slash button a couple times. I know you're a professional player and you don't let your emotions get to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think yeah, that was a little tilting. And then I failed the mirror clip into ice once and the one into TR once.
Yeah, I guess failing it, the TR one, the first actually saved you a little bit of time considering the flippers were in the front.
Yeah.
I think
the mirror rep is not in logic, so like I was just like, there's more chest on Laser Bridge, so if it's like go through the front, get the big key, and then go all the way to Laser Bridge or Trinex, like that's gonna be annoying. Like maybe I could just skip straight to it.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, it made perfect sense. I mean, you were just trying to skip ahead to the most dense chest location spot, like in the dungeon, where
I'm really mad it was in TR. I got the cane and I was like, I can finish GT, I can finish Mire, or I could go do Pendant TR. I already did Pendant Eastern and Pendant Desert. Maybe I shouldn't waste more time after double dipping Mire. But no, I had to waste more.
Yeah.
Link to the past, right?
Overworld glitches is pretty tough when it comes to that regards. I mean, especially with doing pendant dungeons or just like having a forced double dip dungeon or stuff like that, because you have I guess so much stuff that is available that you could do instead, and then it's very easy to find better things to do, and then you end up last location every time.
Oh, my boy didn't get silvers, that GT big chest.
Well, his situation was a little different than yours. He got Quake. He did right side, got his big key, and then he did left side, and he got Quake, and he just started climbing, because he was only missing hook shot.
Okay. Where the hell was that again? Oh, escape.
Yeah. Escape is like the race killer for a lot of these overworld glitch players.
I was like, I thought I was so slick. I'm like, I'm gonna do Pod, I'm gonna do Eastern, then I'm gonna do Pyramid, then I'm gonna do Escape, then I'm gonna save and quit, do Death Mountain, drop down to Catfish, cut across. I was like, yo, this is so slick. And then when I got into Eastern, I heard Pendant music, and I was like, oh, damn it. And
Oh, did you not map? I swear I never saw anybody do a light world. And everybody was calling me crazy.
I did map. I had it on my tracker and everything, but I was just so in the like, I'm gonna do everything mode. That
I got you.
I walked in and because I had just got the bow too, so I got the bow and I was like, oh, I could do Pod Eastern. That was just the way I thought about it. I didn't even think like one of them is pendant. I was so excited that Pod was a crystal. My last two races, Pod was a pendant. I hate having pendant Pod and getting the bow.
Oh, right, like, dude.
Am I supposed to go over there and wait 7 minutes? I don't know.
And that's 7 minutes if you're good, Oh no, man! Everything looked like clean, and yeah, man. It's really nice when overworld glitches stuff, you know, it gives you the tools to like be efficient like that and stuff. Kind of do your circuit in the world. I mean, just do everything and hope that you know, you did it faster than your opponent.
Yeah, I was I felt like that. So when I got my Pearl, I was like, okay, so I have all of like Dark World from Death Mountain now. But then I was like, maybe there's something in Sahasra Hala's hut that'll make this go a lot faster than me failing glitches a bunch. And then the hammer was there. I was like, yes, I didn't have to like clip to East Death Mountain. I found a glove. I didn't have to clip down Death Mountain. I was like, yay, I get to just play like a normal random. Because I every time I do like Death Mountain Descent, I always like soft lock the game because I always like fail to hold a direction or like jump the wrong way or something. So
no,
I was, like,
dude, I feel you on that, brother. And you're just like, oh great, I soft lock and I lost all my progress. Great.
I don't know if you realize how much I was saving quitting. Cause
no, dude, I'm for it. I 100% am for that. I respect it. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, the hammer play was huge. You got that like light years faster than he did.
I thought that might be the case. That's why I didn't feel bad about doing Pendant Eastern and Pendant Desert. I was like, it's really unlikely that people check Sahasra Halasa unless they're on their way to Eastern or like mirroring from Pod. So, and there's no incentive to go to Pendant Eastern with no bow. So I was like, if I got this now and this gives me something, like that's why I went straight to Pod. I was like, I'm gonna go Pod, I'm gonna do Pyramid, I'm gonna do all these things that are like normally you avoid until you get the hammer.
The Framey route does the Saha Open. So if you see him in this tournament, did he join this tournament? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. I can't remember. But he does that Open. So I'm pretty sure he did. He did. He joined this tournament. He's in the same group with Doom Tap, those people. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just giving you some insider information. Like, don't expect that you got there first, because that's all right. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah.
That's smart though. I never even thought of that because you can bonk it. So you can.
Yeah, you don't need bombs.
I'm a dirty Uncle Checker for life.
Yeah, I mean, you're lucky I'm talking to you. You know. No. Nah, GG's, man. Awesome. How long have you been doing glitches? How long have you known this?
When they announced the tournament, they were like, starts late April. So I signed up like mid-March. And then they were like, yo, you have to have 2 races done or you can't enter. And so like, when I came back from my best friend's baby shower, so like April 1st around that time, I was like, yo, Futon, crash course on glitches, go. And so we did a co-op, gave me a crash course on the glitches, and then the next day I like did 2 seeds. They were both like 2 hours 40. And I was like, they're sub 3, I don't care. Here, leave me alone, don't bother me anymore until the tournament starts. And then
ladies and gentlemen, a 1 hour and 15 minute PB by Benteezy.
I think this is my first finished Overworld glitch SRL race.
Well, congratulations. An Infinity PB, even better.
Because I didn't, I forfeited both my matches against Liam, because so I learned a lot of this mirror stuff racing Liam, because we got an early mirror in that seed, and I didn't know how to do any of the mirror clips, so I was learning them mid-race against Liam. And then I got to use some of them here. That was nice.
Yeah. I can also give you
at the bottom of the tracker, you can mark him done. That's what Kirito said in the crew search chat. If you have the tracker open still, you can mark him done, and then the bot automatically do it.
Just give you a heads up. I learned this too as I was playing. As far as tiebreakers and stuff and are concerned in the group, it's based on your finish times. So if you are looking at a tiebreaker spot or wanting to advance in the tiebreaker, it's in your best interest to
not forfeit.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that, so
I didn't either. I got a an F on my report card when it comes to that one too. But
I don't read tournament rules for tournaments that I don't expect to make it out of groups. Like I don't. I'm just playing because I like playing this game with boots, and this mode gives you boots and character select. So I was like, hey, here's some boots. So, Link to the Past with boots is top 5 best games of all time. Link to the Past without boots is the top 5 worst games of all time.
1000% agree.
That's why I don't play regular rando anymore. But yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, great job, dude. Especially with not knowing
yeah, I
the
think
glitches. Or I mean, you seem just fine. I mean, you.
It's like my 5th or 6th finish season, and I definitely did it with Futon's like Google Doc open on the side, like with all the galleries and stuff. Like I learned the Ice Palace mirror wrap mid race here. I'm mad that I'm so bad at pressing left and Y at the same time. That messed it up in both wraps, but whatever.
I wish I had some tips to help you with that, but like I said, that's you. I had the same situation in my last race. I'm not joking. I took 8 minutes to get it, so it's terrible. These glitches are hard.
What? Like, how do you even do that? I don't even know what happened. He said he had to forfeit because he cheated in Ice Palace. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I think he did a dungeon clip in there. I casually caught in the corner of my eye of him, magically appearing at the Bomb Stalfos room.
Oh. Well, GG's, homie.
Yeah, GG's, man. I had fun. I had fun watching. Played pretty
He's in
good.
the chat. I'm not telling GG to you.
Oh, well, dude,
GC to you, okay?
I've been talking to myself for 90 minutes, okay? Give me a break.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said GC. Good commentary. I mean, I didn't hear it, but I bet you it was good.
It was
entertaining.
No, it was awesome. Whenever we both don't make it out of groups, we can start our own secondary Act the Boker versus Benteezy Overworld Glitches tournament. And I'll invite you, alright?
Are you gonna join my league that I'm gonna start eventually at some point, maybe 6 months from now or something?
Yeah, dude. Only if I get an actual give me a break. Written hard copy mailed invitation will I join.
I mean, that's not that. You're like local.
I mean,
I could walk the mail to your house. Dude, it's so hot right now.
You know my terms. You have any closing thoughts or anything you want to add? Anyone you want to shout out? Anyone you want to publicly humiliate? I mean, the stage is yours, man.
I don't think so. That seed was fun. I hope all our seeds are like that. And that's it. Yeah. GG's to my opponent. Can't wait. Game 2 is on Friday for those that want to watch. And yeah.
What time at Friday?
League of Legends, like a degenerate. I think it's the same time, 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m. Did you say League of Legends?
Yeah.
Okay, when I said publicly
like a degenerate,
I didn't mean yourself. You know.
I did say like a degenerate. Hey man, I was available for the multi-world yesterday. You didn't set it up.
Excuse me, mister? I was ready. I'd sent you the invite. I said, let's go.
I saw it was like multi-world, planning, ping the crew, and then it was just crickets. I was like, alright, I guess nobody's playing.
He's making up stories, this guy. Don't believe him. Don't believe him. Yeah, and if you're interested, man, multi-world, it's out on Link to the Past. You can all get together, play seeds. If you want to get boots, you just have to type /get item Pegasus boots. Just as fun as every other mode. Highly recommended. Really enjoy it.
Can we make Overworld glitch seeds yet?
You know, maybe. I think
Talk
you
to
can.
your boy about that. Talk to your boy.
I actually think you can. 1000%.
I'm trying to cheat my way to victory.
It can be done.
Have a good night, guys.
GG's, dude.
Talk to you later.
Good luck, man.